Reporting live from the liquor store, man. How's everybody doing today, man? I hope that everybody enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I hope everybody ate good. Hope everybody enjoyed watching the Dallas Cowboys beat the dog shit out of the Washington Commanders. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday, man. You enjoyed your family, ate good, you know, just had a good time, man. And we're turning the page, and we're going to talk about a little bit of everything, man. We're going to talk about the Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. We're going to discuss Pro Bowl voting because it just started today. Marcus Peters got released. We'll talk about that. Shaq Leonard supposed to be paying a visit tomorrow, so we'll talk about that as well. Yo, what's up with you, Wes? Peasy. Bruce got the toxic juice. Joe Chan China. What's Gucci with y'all, man? Thank y'all for coming in and rocking with your boy in the liquor store. And hey, y'all know the usual rules and regulations though when y'all tap in with your boy Henny, man. First and foremost, when you slide in, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Like, the more likes that we get on these videos, the more that these platforms will push the content and show us some love, man. And hold on, I gotta change my elevator music though, man. I have to change to some chill hop or something. Like, ambient is cool, but I need a little bit more up tempo. There we go. Okay. That's straight. But yeah, man, y'all know to hit that like button when y'all tap in. And listen, they ain't gonna even charge you nothing for hitting the like button, man. Right? You can help your content creators grow. You can help their channels out, and you ain't got to spend a dime to do it. If you hit that like button, that helps us with the algorithm. It helps our content get found more easy on these platforms. So you got love for Henny. You got love for any of your content creators. Just make sure you hit that like button, man. It's the most important thing that y'all can do for us, man. Justin Kitchen, what's up with you, man? Hey, JJ the Mime, long time no see, my boy. Salute to you. Thank you for tapping in and showing love. So yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. After you hit that like button, though, make sure you spin the block and hit that share button, man. Because we do practice manifestation in the liquor store. Just like my boy Justin Kitchen, helping us practice manifestation with the 6 championship trophies, man. Just like Miss Regina Green with the green in the building, helping us practice manifestation. And she dropped multiple sixes. She dropped 6 flames, 6 trophies, 6 hearts. She's helping us manifest threefold in here, man. And listen, it's very simple. If you want the Dallas Cowboys to win their 6th title this year, all you got to do is share the content 6 times and drop 6 emojis. And when you share the content, you can share it wherever you want to share it to. You can share it to 6 different Facebook groups. You can share it to 6 different social media platforms. You can share it to 6 different group chats, 6 different friends, 6 different foes, 6 family members, 6 strangers. It does not matter. Just make sure that you share the content 6 times. I see West Coast helping us practice manifestation. He dropped the 6 sixes, man. So hey, he really about the manifestation. He dropped 6 sixes, man. Cause we try to win that 6th championship. Joe Chanchana, I see you, my boy. Thank you for coming in and showing love. Peasy, I have no idea what that is, but I know you dropped 6 of them things, man. I think it's 6 boats. I know we be boat racing these boys out there, man. We get out there, drop 40 burgers. Probably gonna drop a 50 piece for the season over with, man. So yeah, that works too. Michael Atri, I see you. Danny Savage, thank y'all for tapping in. And also remember, man, you done hit that like, you done hit that share. Now I need you to hit a Seahawks fan, man. Because if you slap the dog shit out of a Seahawks fan, I will be able to give you half off on all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And we got exactly what you need to succeed over here, man. We got cow burritos, we got gin, we got hen, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in with your boy, Henny the Moore, and come get drunk in the liquor store. Hey, Wes ain't playing with him. All right, yeah, please 6 boats. I got you. Danny Savage said he won't 7 them things, man. Hey, you gotta crawl before you walk, man. You gotta get the 6 before you get the 7. We'll manifest the 7 championship after we manifest the 6th one. We'll manifest that 7 championship after we manifest the 6th one, man. So yeah, man. He said, nah, I am good manifesting 6s. I just hope we win. It's all love, though, Link. It's all love. Thank you for sliding in, though, and rocking with us. Danny said he legit never met a Seahawks fan. I met a couple. I met a couple. And salute to my boy Neil, the serial slapper, man. He said, "What up, Henny?" Slapped up 35 Seahawks fans, man. I mean, that probably now I ain't gonna do them like that. They do got a very passionate fan base. You know, they got a very passionate fan base. So I ain't gonna say that's all of them. The entire city of Seattle are Seahawks fans. So they got one of the best home environments in the NFL. When the Seahawks are a good team, it's very hard to go up there with the 12th man and beat them boys. But they're not very good right now, and they coming to Dallas. So, it is what it is. Hey, I appreciate you, kinfolk. It says Seahawks fans were 49ers fans before 2012. Hey, that may be true. I don't know. I didn't know that stadium be rocking. I know they used to have like many earthquakes and shit in the stadium when they were cheering. Israel, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. And last order of business I gotta announce before we jump into the content, man. Just remember, we are still raffling off a Dallas Cowboy versus Detroit Lions ticket. Right? And listen, it's going to be a game that's going to be on Saturday Night Football, which rarely happens. It'll be nationally televised. And Jimmy Johnson is going to go into the Ring of Honor during that game. So you'll get to see basically a playoff game, and you'll get to see history be made. It's only $5 to enter into the raffle for the ticket, man. $5. You can send it to $Henny or more, or you could super chat or super sticker $5. Either way, $5 per raffle entry, and we're gonna run it all the way into the 15th of December. So that's something that tickles your fancy. You want an opportunity to try and win, so you can go to a game. Just hit the cash up with the super chat. And now with that announcement out the way, let's talk about the content, man. So I guess I'll go in order, because the first thing I got up here is Cowboys Pro Bowl. And listen, man, the Pro Bowl voting has started today, right? So let's just start there. Pro Bowl voting has started today. If you don't know how it works, a third of the votes consist of what the players think. Another third of the vote consists of what the coaches think. And then the last third consists of the fan vote. So your vote matters when it comes to this, right? You can vote your favorite players into the Pro Bowl. And I know all of us want a Super Bowl over a Pro Bowl. I know that we don't personally care. But if you got love for your players, you want to reward them for playing their minds out this season. A lot of these guys got incentives in their contracts to make these Pro Bowls. A lot of these guys get a little bit of extra bread for making these Pro Bowls. So, make sure you vote your players in, man. You got a ton of guys that are deserving of Pro Bowl recognition. And if you leave it up to the other fan bases, they're gonna try and vote some Rudy Poo ass dudes in. Like currently, Michael Parsons, he deserves a Pro Bowl selection. Deron Bland, 5th round pick, leads the NFL in interceptions, leads the NFL in return touchdowns, set an NFL record for most return touchdowns in a season. He deserves to go in. He's a 5th round pick, right? Do you understand like what the rookie contract escalator for making a Pro Bowl selection will do for him? That's good money for him. Dak Prescott leads the NFC in touchdown passes, second in the entire league in touchdown passes right now. Like, he deserves to go in over somebody like a Jared Goff or a Brock Purdy. So all you got to do to vote for your players, man, go to NFL.com, log in, and you make sure that you vote them boys in, man. You got to log in. You can vote as many times as you want, but make sure that you vote your boys in, man. We got a bunch of guys that deserve a Pro Bowl nod. Tyron Smith, right? Now, he's a first-round pick, but you still get an escalator. You still get extra money for these Pro Bowl selections. Like, Tyler Smith is playing his ass off right now. He deserves a Pro Bowl nod. Tyron Smith. I was one of the main folks trying to push this man off the bridge. I tried to get him on out of Dallas. But he is playing phenomenal football right now. In the games that he's played, he's been the best offensive lineman on the team, and he's still one of the best offensive linemen in the National Football League. He deserves a nod, man. Like, and it's not even off of name recognition or nothing. Like, if you turn on the film, if you look at the numbers, Tyron Smith is still playing like a top 3 left tackle in the National Football League, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy. So y'all make sure y'all do the right thing, man. Like, do the right thing like Spike Lee. Go and vote. Go and vote, man. Because listen. Hold on. He says Zach will make it has gotten worse. Yeah, and listen, it's crazy. Zack Martin has gotten slightly worse, and he's still a top 5 guard in the league. They'll just tell you how good Zack Martin has been. Because when you're an excellent player, you know, you don't just go from being excellent to being trash overnight. You go from being the best at your position to top 5 in your position, the top 10 in your position, the top 15 in your position, and you know, you gradually decline. Especially at that position, you just gradually decline. Right, you just gradually decline over time. But, you know, that's a beautiful thing. Zack Martin may not be the absolute best guard in the NFL anymore, but he's still a top 5 guard. So, you know, like he still, you know, deserves he might even get all-pro consideration. To keep it real with you, Zack Martin might even get all-pro consideration. But, you know, like, yes, he's not the same Zack Martin that he was, but he's still one of the better guards in the league. Yeah, man, if Tyron Smith gets his hands on you, it's a wrap. And I can't just keep running this out there. Talk about folks that deserve the Pro Bowl, not bring up CeeDee Lamb. Number 88. Number 88 is still on track to break Michael Irvin's record. Like, that man is still on pace to break Michael Irvin's record. One more big game from him, and it puts it firmly in a realm of realism. If he have another 190-yard, 170-yard game, then we can start having that watch to see if he can string some of these games together and get those numbers. But regardless, even if he doesn't break Michael Irvin's record, he's going to break his own personal record. Because CeeDee Lamb already has 1,060 yards, if I'm not mistaken, and like his personal best is a little bit over 1,300. CeeDee Lamb could probably still end up with 1,500 yards on the season, even if he don't break the 1,600-yard barrier that Michael Irvin had. So he damn sure deserves a Pro Bowl nod. He really deserves all-pro consideration. But it's always easier for these journalists and these folks that vote on this to vote somebody into the all-pro that made the Pro Bowl. Right? And then there are times where you don't make the Pro Bowl and they still vote you in as an all-pro. Right? But it's real easy to make a case for somebody that's already a Pro Bowl selection to be an all-pro. So, like I said, but who do y'all think should make the Pro Bowl this year, man? I really just want to talk to y'all in the chat box real quick before we move on to more pressing things. Right? Everybody in the chat box, drop the names of the players that y'all believe should be in the Pro Bowl from the Dallas Cowboys. Like, y'all just drop the names of the players y'all believe should be in the Pro Bowl for the Dallas Cowboys. And listen, when you just go down a list, man, there's some guys we can throw out there that probably won't get the love they deserve. Marquise Bell is one of the highest rated linebackers in the National Football League, and he may not get in to the Pro Bowl. I said, I need to know how many of those Cowboys fans have voted in the Pro Bowl. Man, I need to know that too. How many of y'all have voted for the Pro Bowl yet? That's a very good question. How many of y'all have done your due diligence and tried to vote your guys to the Pro Bowl? I've been voting on the Pro Bowl all day. Since at work, when I'm at the computer, on my lunch, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been putting ballots in all damn day. You know, you can vote an unlimited amount of times. So Etta said she voted for everybody. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. He said, I remember one year Dallas had 4 old linemen starting the Pro Bowl. I mean, we might have 3 at least this year, because I think Zack Martin is a good candidate. Tyron Smith is a good candidate, and listen, Tyler Smith might, you know, he might make his first All-Pro this year. Not only Pro Bowl, Tyler Smith probably makes his first All-Pro selection this year with the way that he's playing, with how highly touted he is. Yo, Columbus Hill, what's up with you, man? But Joe said Josh Ball. You say you don't know how to vote? All right, I'm glad you said that. Okay. Don't trip. I got you. Let me show. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. Since we're live on the air right now, let me show y'all how to vote on the Pro Bowl. All right, let me see. So boom, this is NFL.com. You make your NFL.com account. It's free. You don't have to pay any money. All right, you have to put in your email. You set up a password. Right, you go to NFL.com and you set you up an account. When you go to the main page, there'll be a spot for you to click on voting for the Pro Bowl. You scroll down. You have an option to click, and it'll bring you to a separate pop-up page. Just that pop-up page. So you got the option to select up to 5 quarterbacks. I don't need to select 6. Well, you got the option to select up to 6 quarterbacks. I only need 1. I'm voting Dak Prescott in. I go to running back. Right? Which running back do you think should make it in? I only need 1. I'm gonna ride it out with Tony Pollard. Whoops. I didn't need to do that. Edit selections. Wide receiver. You can select up to 6 wide receivers to vote. I'm just going to select CeeDee Lamb. Select CeeDee Lamb. Go down here. I'm going to get Brandon Cooks. All right. I'm going to flip over to defense because this is just to show y'all because I've been voting for folks all day. If I leave somebody out the list, don't trip. I've already done voted for them like 35, 40 times at this point. I will be doing so all the way until Christmas because Christmas is the last day. So I got Micah, DaRon Bland. You know I'm going to get my boy DaRon Bland. And then once you get everybody you want, you hit review selections. Like this is everybody that you picked. Then you hit submit. And you have voted for the Pro Bowl. It's going to bring up this page. It's going to say vote again. And all you got to do is keep clicking on vote again. So there you have it. That is how you vote on the Pro Bowl. So you go to NFL.com, create you an account. When you're logged in, you can click on the link for Pro Bowl voting, and you can make as many Pro Bowl tickets as you want. And you can make them all the way up until December the 25th. So that's how you vote your guys in. So you see, I just voted for all them boys. I click on vote again. I go down to make another ballot. I'm gonna get Dak Prescott. I go to running back. Go down and get Tony Pollard. Go to wide receiver. Get CeeDee Lamb. Brandon Cooks. Go to tight end. Because I'm not voting for no fullback. I'm not going to lie to you. Get Jake Fergie, the Ferg man. Go to tackle. Scroll down till you find your boy. There's Tyron Smith right there. Terrence Steele is around here somewhere. I'm going to grab Cuz too, just cuz. There's T Steele. All right, so I got them. Go to guard. I'm going to get Zack Martin and Tyler Smith. There's Zack. Where my boy Tyler Smith at? There you go. And I'm going to go to center. Get Tyler Biadasz. There you go. And then just going to hit review selections. Like I said, make as many as you want. You can make some with some different folks on it. Don't really matter. Hey, and listen, voting for Lamar does not hurt Dak Prescott at all because Lamar going to get voted in on the AFC side. I ain't gonna hold you. If I make a ticket and I vote for the guys I think should make it on the AFC, my ticket's gonna have C.J. Stroud. It's gonna have Lamar Jackson, and then I don't know. It's either I might vote for Russ because Russ over that mug balling low key. That man 20 touchdowns to 4 picks. I might show Russ some love, but I'm definitely gonna vote Lamar and CJ Stroud in if I were to vote for anybody on the ALC. What's up with you, Danny? You said Wolverine, left guard, Trevor Keegan. Look like a Kevin Gogan, most underrated interior guy in 2024 draft. Okay. But yeah, man, make sure y'all vote your guys in, man. I showed you how to do it. Just make sure you vote your players into the Pro Bowl, man. But now let's move forward. So I made a video on this a little bit earlier, but I want to get y'all thoughts about it, man. So the Raiders have released Marcus Peters. According to Vic Toffer, he's going to go through the waivers. Odds are he'll clear waivers. Yo, what's up with you, landlord? Thanks for tapping in and showing love. And hey, everybody who has not went out there and subscribe to my brother landlord page or subscribe to my brother West Coast Cowboy page, make sure y'all do that, man. You know, they're a tech reporter, Cowboys Uncut. So, you know, make sure y'all support my brothers in this content game, man. But hey, I hope everything went well with you over the weekend, my guy. But hear me out though about Marcus Peters. Folks are gonna say what they want to say about Marcus Peters. It did not end well for him with the Raiders. He got benched. There was questions about his effort. You know, it was some stuff going on. I ain't gonna hold you. Like he's gonna be a free agent for a reason. But I am going to say this about Marcus Peters. This man has made 4 All-Pro selections. This man has 33 career interceptions. He has a pick 6 this season. And he has already been coached by Al Harris. Well, if you go back and you look back on his career, when he was getting started, he was his assistant defensive back coach. And he had the best numbers of his career with Al Harris on the roster. Go back and look, because Al Harris made his bones in Kansas City as an assistant defensive coach, and he was hands on with Marcus Peters. And listen, there's a track record of that. Wherever Al Harris is, interceptions follow. Wherever Al Harris is, the defensive backs gets turnovers. Trayvon Diggs got a ton of turnovers with him with Al Harris. DaRon Bland is getting a ton of turnovers with Al Harris, right? And listen, I don't expect Marcus Peters to start on my team. That's the one thing I want y'all to understand. You know, Marcus Peters should be my fourth corner, but we are one injury away from Noah Igbinoghene playing important snaps for you. If anything happens to DaRon Bland, if anything were to happen to Stephon Gilmore, you would either have to run out Noah Igbinoghene, or you would have to run out Nahshon Wright, or you would have to run out the rookie Eric Scott. None of that shit sounds appeasing to me. So it's not really the matter of, do I think Marcus Peters is still a top 10 corner? I don't give a damn about that. Marcus Peters is still probably better than my backup corners that I got. And that's why I'm interested in him. If he's willing to come and be a part of that rotation, I'm good with that. Well, I'm good with that. And this the thing. I don't necessarily believe that he can replace Jordan Lewis because of this. Marcus Peters is an outside corner. Jordan Lewis is starting in the slot. The only way that you could put Jordan Lewis on the bench is if you move DaRon Bland back to the slot and you have Marcus Peters one of your outside corners. I really would prefer just to have him as a reserve, and if some shit goes down, I can call on him. Or if I need to go 4 deep at corner, I can have him on the field. So that's my preference, right? My preference is to have Marcus Peters so I don't have to call up Nahshon Wright. My preference is to have Marcus Peters so I don't have to rush Eric Scott out there before he fully develops. My preference is to have Marcus Peters so that I do not have to worry about, Noah Iganagami, right? So that's where I'm at with that. I know some people will disagree with me on that, and that's fine. And that's fine. If you have other viable options out there that you think would be a better fit than Marcus Peters, I would hear them out too. But I do think that we need some better cornerback depth, especially when we get closer and closer to the playoffs. And listen, that's the one thing we do not have right now is cornerback depth. We had it to start the season, right? We had it to start the season because we had Trayvon Diggs, we had Deron Bland, we had Stephon Gilmore, and then Jordan Lewis was your fourth corner, right? So that was the deepest cornerback room in the draft in the NFL at that point, right? Deepest cornerback room in the NFL, in my opinion, having a healthy Trayvon Diggs, having Gilly, having Deron Bland, and having Jordan Lewis. But now that Trayvon Diggs is gone for the season, and you got Deron Bland, you got Stephon Gilmore, then Jordan Lewis, your third. It's a little thin behind them boys. But Nation ain't played a lot of football. Eric Scott ain't played no meaningful football at all. And Noah, I think he's better suited to be a special team guy at this point. Because the one time I seen him get burned, he got burnt. What's up with you, Mr. Richburg? They been tapping in and showing love. Hey, I seen Keon Coleman though. Like, he is not a sleeper. Like, Keon Coleman is going to be one of the most highly sought after cornerbacks in this upcoming draft. He said Peters is washed. Is that true? Let's check the numbers. Let's check the numbers to see if he is actually washed. And remember, the question is not, do I want him to start for me? The question is he better than what I have? And I still feel like that is a yes. JC, what's Gucci with you, man? I mean, that's fine. I still prefer Marcus Peters over Nation Wright. And my only qualification for me to be interested in you when it comes to player acquisition is you're better than somebody on my current team. Right? No, I don't think anybody will sit here and say that Nation Wright, even if Marcus Peters is declining, I don't think anybody will sit here and say that Nation Wright is better. I don't think anybody will say that Eric Scott right now at this point in his career is better. Because I seen him in preseason when he had an opportunity against guys that are no longer in the NFL. There are guys no longer in the NFL that he was having a hard time covering in preseason. Said, why was he cut? Toxic. Said, I wouldn't move Bland to slots for him to start. I didn't say start him, and that's the disconnect. I don't want to start Marcus Peters. I just want to have Marcus Peters on my team in case I need him. I need him for break glass in case of emergency kind of deal. Because I will call on Marcus Peters before I call on Nation Wright. I will call on him before Noah. I will call on him before Eric Scott. Right? So that's the only thing I'm saying. I still would have him on there. Who would I cut? I don't know. Yeah, depth. Yeah, like I'm not trying to have him start over Deron Bland because he's not better right now. I'm not trying to have him start over Gilmore because he's not better right now, and he can't start over Jordan Lewis because he don't play the slot. So I still want my same starters, but I just need better veteran depth in case anything were to happen. But that is a good question. Who would I cut, or who would I get a phantom injury for him to come on? First and foremost, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Tyron Smith is probably on his way to IR anyway, because they would have to make a roster move to sign Shaq Leonard, because Shaq Leonard comes in for his visit tomorrow, and that's a perfect way to segue that shit. That's a perfect way to segue that. He said, as a guy from Washington State who watched Marcus Peters be careful in college, he actually got kicked off the team. Hey, I know. He said, y'all be playing too much. He said, not gonna lie, when Dak ate the turkey leg after the touchdown, I was on the floor. Man, Dak Prescott and them boys been in their bag. Yeah, Eagles need him, but the Eagles may need him, but I still prefer to have him. Right? And it's just like having him, it's just like having a gun. It's just like having a gun. It's better to have one and not need it than to need one and not have it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, Bland is special, Iceberg. Bland is a monster. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that boy Shaq Leonard. Dallas Cowboys will be hosting Shaq Leonard tomorrow. They will be hosting Shaq Leonard tomorrow. And I'm hoping the Dallas Cowboys can get something done so he can be a part of the team. Now, as it stands, the main thing they're going to be checking out is his medicals. That's the main thing they want him in the building for. They're gonna send him through a physical. They're gonna chop it up with him, talk some numbers, right? Different things like that. Anything like that. Also, there is something that I want to point out. Elliott Parks. There is something that he want to point out for the about the Eagles trying to acquire him because they're interested in him, but they also don't really have that much cap space. So according to him, the Eagles only have about $2 million in cap space, while we currently have about $6 million in cap space. So the Dallas Cowboys actually can give him a little bit more money. The most that the Eagles could even offer him was about $2 million, right? Because that's about how much cap space that they have. The Cowboys can give him 3, and the Dallas Cowboys can give him more playing time, and he already has a relationship with Stephon Gilmore, so he'll have a familiar face on the team. He'll be able to get more money. Dallas is a tax-free state, and it matters. It matters to the Eagles because listen, he already getting paid by the Colts, but he still want a little bit of money. Right. So if I could offer him an extra $1 million over the Eagles, offer him more playing time, and can guarantee he sees more of that money, I think I have a better opportunity of signing him over the Philadelphia Eagles, especially since I'm going to be the one that he sees first. I'm gonna be the one that he sees first. So if I really really want Shaq Leonard, he will come in tomorrow. He'll come in tomorrow if everything goes right with the physicals. I don't have to let him leave. If we really want Shaq Leonard and he's completely healthy, then there is no. He said, but will they guarantee him play? Yes. The moment that he is acclimated to the scheme, he's going to play. Hey, he said you might delete that video. Hey, man. Hey, listen. It is what it is. But what's up with your Cole, JC, Bear 24? What's good with y'all, man? And this is the only thing I'm gonna say. He's better than Rashaan Evans. He's better than Rashaan Evans. So I can guarantee you that he will play over him. He might even he's better than Damone Clark right now too. So if I have to just throw somebody out there, I would. He said, why did the Colts release him? He was not happy with his playing time. They were losing at the time. There's a bunch of things that goes into it. Yeah, he's definitely better than Rashaan Evans and Clark. So, so if you have him on there, then Leonard and Marquise Beal will be your best linebackers on the team. And listen, you can have both them boys on the field at the same time. We run a lot of big nickel. So we run a lot of big nickel, so we can have 2 linebackers on the field in that big nickel package. Yeah, they say his health is a concern, but the Dallas Cowboys have one of the best medical staffs in the National Football League. They literally win awards. So the Dallas Cowboys check his medicals out, and they ain't concerned about it. I wouldn't mind for the Dallas Cowboys to sign him on the spot. Honestly, man, if his physical goes well and they're not worried about his health, I am not letting him leave. The building. He said Damone Clark is okay. I ain't gonna even sit here and say he's playing well. He's okay. He's doing all right. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm being a little hard on the Moan. He actually is grading out good at most of everything outside of pass rushing. So you know what? I ain't tripping. Yeah, Damone Clark is having a pretty solid season. Maybe it's just because it wasn't as you said. We don't have three linebackers. We do because they consider Marquise Bell a linebacker. Like Marquise Bell moved to full-time linebacker. You say he can't cover. It's okay. Rashawn Evans can't cover either. It'll be all right. Matter of fact, we saying that he can't cover. Let me check the numbers on that. Let me check the Carfax real quick. Let me check the Carfax on Shaquille Leonard to see what his covering grades and shit have been over the course of his career. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. Let me see. What's crazy? It looks like his coverage grade has dropped every year. So peep this out. Let me go ahead and pull this up for y'all. Let me go ahead and check this out. Said Leonard is being signed by the Cowboys. Well, he comes in for his visit tomorrow, so we'll know for sure then. Odds are I think it happens, but we'll see. But peep this out. This is his coverage grade by year. So first year, 79.8, outstanding. Next year, 70.5, still good. 69.8, 64.5. Dropped all the way down to 35.9. This year is up slightly to 56.4. So for his career, he hasn't been a bad coverage guy. It's just the longer he's been in the league, maybe it's the injuries. Maybe the injuries have taken away some of his coverage ability. But he's not. He's the ACM. His role has changes as well too. That might explain the lack of coverage grade, which is true. That this pick is more about not letting him go to your divisional rival than anything. Straight chess move at HTM Sports. I mean, it could be a chess move, and at the same time, I also believe that I also believe that he's still better than what we have. And remember, that is the only prerequisite for me to be interested in you. If I could find anybody on my team that you're better than, I'm interested. Because I already named two people. Like, I think Clark is solid. He said Micah has Leonard jersey hanging up. Man, listen, Shaquille Leonard is one of the best defensive players in the league. Or at least he was for a very long time. So, Michael Parsons, who was a student of the game, who was, respected, league wide, he gonna have some love for him. He gonna have some love for him. Said depends on what they asking him to do, but he's no slouch. Said Leonard, he was in that Fred Warner realm at one point. I don't know if he's still like that at this point. Said his prime was short. That may or may not be true, but I'm not willing to commit to that just yet, because I haven't did enough leg work on Shaquille Leonard, for me to say that. Right, because all I know is that he made 4 All-Pro selections. I know people be saying 3, but he actually made 4, because he was a first-team All-Pro in 2018, 2020, and 2021, and he was a second-team All-Pro in 2019. So he actually has made 4 All-Pro selections, and and that was 4 consecutive years. He was an All-Pro for 4 consecutive years. His rookie year, he was Defensive Rookie of the Year. He made 3 consecutive Pro Bowl selections, led the league in forced fumbles in 2021, led the league in tackles his rookie season, was on the all-rookie team, and he's already past 600 career tackles despite missing some time. So listen, he may not be the same player, but he has enough of a background and enough of a pedigree for me to, for me to want him. So injury will turn an All-Pro into a different player. Yeah, but even this year, right? Even this year, he hasn't been just awful, right? Even this year, he's taking a step back, but he still hasn't just downright been awful. And one of the things you're hoping for when you get him to Dallas, you're hoping for the Malik Hooker effect. You're hoping that he plays better in Dallas because he has a different health regimen in Dallas, right? Our training staff has helped Malik Hooker not miss games. So you're hoping that he gets healthier just by being in Dallas in our facilities, being up under our doctors, right? You hope to see, you hope to see the progress that Malik Hooker made. You hope to see the progress that Randall Cobb made while he was here briefly, right? Both of those guys have had a resurgence in Dallas just based on the medical support that we're getting here in Dallas. Oh yeah, Bobby Wagner, yeah. But see, that's the thing. Bobby Wagner is much older than Shaquille Leonard. He's much older. You know what I mean? Because Lenny only 28. Bobby Wagner, what, 33, 30, 34, 35, something like that? Yeah. Bobby Wagner, 33. That's a 5-year difference. That's a 5-year difference. There's a bunch of more seasons on Bobby Wagner body. Know what I mean? But I'm not opposed to it one way. Anything that makes the team better, I am down for. I don't really care about the money. I don't really care about any of that. So there's always ways around things. But he's played a lot of football. He's played in a lot of playoff games because he was with Andrew Luck when they made the AFC Championship game. So he shows up. You know what I'm saying? He shows up. I would love to get him, but we'll see how that plays out though, man. But we'll know if Jerry Jones really wants him, he will not leave Dallas without a contract. Yeah, B-Wag 33, he made 9 All-Pro selections. And that's another thing that we don't even think about. When you bring in an All-Pro, they can show your other young guys how to be All-Pros. Right? You can show those other young guys how to be All-Pro players. Because they got somebody that can mentor them. They got somebody that can help them with the film study. They got somebody that can help them with the preparation. Right? That's why I was big on Stephon Gilmore coming to Dallas. Right? Because you got a veteran corner in there that can help your younger corners. He can show Trayvon Diggs some tricks to the trade. He can show Deron Bland some tricks to the trade. Because he's been there, done that, won Super Bowls, won Defensive Player of the Year, been to All Pros. Right? So, that's the same effect that I want him to have for our linebackers. The possible effect that Stephon Gilmore has had on defensive backs, I want that same possible effect for my linebacking core. Right, cause I want him to be around the Morvian Overshown. I want him to help Marquise Bell get into the groove. Right, he said, "Bland, yeah, listen, and if you want to compare them, Bland statistically is having a better season than Stephon Gilmore did when he won Defensive Player of the Year. If people are interested." Yeah, listen, the way he gets his hands on the ball, man, it don't even be seen like he's in the play, and then he just all of a sudden going the other way with the football. It said bland, yeah. But what are your thoughts though, man? Do y'all say yay or nay to Shaq Leonard? I want to know. I want to know the pulse of the nation right now, man. I said I'll never forget what Gilmore did to Amari and Dak in New England. Yeah, that was horrible. That shit was horrible, man. Yeah, LVE made one All-Pro selection. And he was never the same dude after that. He made an All-Pro his rookie year, and we all know what happened. I say yes to Shaq as well. I think Shaq is a good option for us. I see some yays. I see yes from Peasy. Yep. Bills had one job. Hey, sometimes you gotta do shit yourself. I said Cowboys are close to signing. Hope so. I hope so. So we'll see. I mean, he played better. Leighton Vander Esch played better, in my opinion. But we all know, that LVE's prime was really that one singular season. Yeah, I saw. I'm not concerned about Kelvin Joseph signing with the Seahawks. I hope they're desperate enough to play him so we can go after him. I hope that he has to get on the field so we can go out there and attack the boy. I appreciate you for coming on the show, but I don't see him guarding CeeDee Lamb. You know what I mean? I don't see that boy guarding CeeDee Lamb. Facts, Zato. But yo, man, I'm finna get ready to watch this game, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, showing love to the liquor store, rocking out with your boy, man. I'll be live sometime tomorrow, probably around 12 or so. So y'all just make sure to tap in with me, man. We'll be doing Cowboys Uncut at our regular standard time. But thank y'all for rocking with me. On the way out, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App and that Super Chat on the way out so y'all can get entered for the raffle. And y'all have a blessed night, my guys. I'm going to holler at y'all.